we were allowed to go together or something. But I remember, because Adam and I were always together, and Cole was the oldest, and of course, he never had a son, so Cole was the first male grandchild. And Adam and I were always together, so I don't feel like I went on this trip with Adam in the woods and never spent any time alone with Grandpa. So I don't know, I never felt that close to him. And I was always sort of more Grandma's. I don't know, I spent a lot more time with Grandma. But I do remember when we played the M&M games. You took the M&M game story, but I could start. I don't know, I think maybe one reason we started going separately, Adam, is because I was a bit better at the M&M games.
I'm not surprised.
But he would...
but I remember it being Snickers.
Oh, maybe for you.
It was Snickers.
Yeah. No, for me... So for me, it was M&Ms, and I really feel that. And I was an arrogant child, and still am. And I would always say, Grandpa, look at my report card. Oh, look at this. And he was just really, I couldn't care less. Would be at least how he would act to me. There were never any compliments. Grandma was always, very supportive. But when we would play M&Ms, he just really knocked me down. It was like he would ask, he would say, what's, 5 plus 2, and then 7, and it would be kind of easy, and then it wouldn't be the first, I wouldn't get an M&M every time. I'd have to get 3 right, and then he'd kind of slowly... And then if I started doing too well, then he would ask, what's 200 divided by 17.5? So yeah, I don't know. I certainly remember a very stern Grandpa who, Grandma, I guess what I want to say is, I really liked the way that, Grandma was so loving, and she was so sweet, and Grandpa was so stern, and there was this very, I guess if they were both very sweet or both very stern, it would have been a really awful experience visiting them, but just because of the way that they interacted together, and the way that I saw, this stern man and this very compassionate, open, gentle woman, and they were sort of doing this dance, and they never, I don't know, it was a really loving experience going there, and being the only person there when it was the only time I wasn't with Adam, actually, was when I would go there.
Must have been great.
And I imagine, pardon?
Must have been great.
No, I missed you, of course I missed you. Actually, I do have one last story, but I imagine that Grandpa probably had something to do with that. But I remember I fell from the tree in their backyard once. Ouch. And it really hurt. And Grandpa's just like, Wilson, get up. And I got up. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. He never bought me any new clothes to go on this cowboy trip.
Well, some...
Actually, I probably had your hand-me-down clothes.
That's quite possible.
But yeah, we did go. I remember the cabin. We went on a long walk with Grandpa to the cabin. I remember that. And in Red Lodge.
We were digging ditches. We helped them dig.
We helped Grandpa dig ditches in the ranch. Built some more character.
Yeah.
Well, when I first met him was out in Wyoming, so that seemed to me to be where he was the happiest.